Hi there, my name's Tyler Eberhardt and real estate's my business. If you're anything like me, or most people for that matter,
All right, that was a fun little clip of baby realtor Tyler Eberhardt back in Columbus, Ohio, where I grew up. I think 2012, before I decided to pack everything into my Jeep and drive out to Colorado and see if I could make a life for myself out here on the Front Range. First and foremost, I just want to say how blessed and thankful I feel that I can even be making this video today. According to the National Association of Realtors, 80% of licensees fail within their first year, and within 5 years, 87% are out of the business completely. So the fact that I am almost a decade into this thing and I get to be making an announcement video like this is very exciting to me. I don't know if you're going to think it's exciting, but I assure you I think it's very, very exciting. For those of you who don't know, I've been collecting hardware with Challenger Homes, working with New Home Star as well here in Colorado Springs for a number of years and helping people build the home of their dreams. I started to get a little restless towards the end. Then I went on this fun journey with my company where I got to experience some different markets and try out some different things. So I did some time in Raleigh, North Carolina, as well as San Antonio, Texas, and experienced those markets while I rented my house out for a year. I came back and I think I made it all of 2 weeks in a model home before I knew something had to change. It's time to learn and grow. So I've been kind of exploring different options. How this journey sort of started, I sat down and met with a couple of really amazing team leads here in Colorado Springs, Lauren and Grant Schneider, as well as Lana Rodriguez. After that, my journey kind of took me to sitting down with a couple of independent agents. So I met with Sarah Bargeron as well as Michelle Fisher. And then after those meetings, I sat down with a couple brokerages and it started to feel right, but something wasn't quite there. And I think part of that has to do with my year abroad, I guess you could call it, where I was kind of building startups and I sort of knew that that was something that I really liked and what was important to me. So instead of signing up with one of the big box brokerages, I sat down with Iggy as well as with Jerry Sandin, who both run their own real estate companies, and it started to click for me there. So I just want to thank all these people for taking the time out of their day to sit down with me. They say that 10% of the agents do 90% of the business, and these are definitely people who are in that 10%. So the fact that they're willing to take time out of their schedule to either invite me into their homes or sit down and have a meal with me and kind of help me think through some of these things just does a lot to show the kind of character and who these people are. So thank you very, very much for doing that. I also want to thank the ladies over at PPAR for getting me up and running for this next step, as well as the Colorado Association of Realtors. They've been very, very helpful and invaluable resources to me. So I guess my announcement is that I have officially started my very own real estate company, which is just too cool to even formulate into words and say that out loud. So I am now the owner-operator of Springs Realty. We are an independent brokerage. What that means is a couple different things. First and foremost, it means that if you are looking to buy, sell, build a home, I am here to service all of your real estate needs. And if you want to work with me or learn what Springs Realty can do for you, please don't hesitate to reach out, call, text, or email. I am almost always available. It also means that per the state of Colorado, I am legally allowed to run my own real estate brokerage, which is awesome. What it does not mean, since we are an independent brokerage, I'm not allowed to hire other agents. So if you are watching this video and you want to come work with me, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to supervise other licensees yet. I have to complete just a little bit more coursework with the state of Colorado and pass a written examination before they're going to trust me to do that. But I anticipate that that's probably going to happen towards the end of the year, maybe early Q1 next year. So look out for that announcement. Social media. If you are watching this video today on Monday, August the 17th, my guess is that you found it via my personal Facebook page. I'm going to try to keep the business stuff off of here and keep that entirely separate. So if you are at all interested in kind of following this journey, I should be pushing out some pretty engaging content. That's my goal. It's not going to be just the transactional, just listed, just sold. Obviously, there's going to be some of that. I've got to show some love for my clients. But in addition to that, I'm going to try to teach folks about real estate, as well as current market conditions, specifically locally here to Colorado Springs, as well as showcase a little bit of what it's like to build a business and develop a startup. So if that is at all appealing to you, I would highly encourage you to look below and feel free to follow our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube page. The first thing we're going to talk about on there, in order to kind of raise some startup capital for stuff like swag that I'm going to get and printers, I'm going to sell an investment property of mine. The objective is to have it go live later this week, as well as set a neighborhood record for highest sales price. And I have a sneaking suspicion I can do it. So definitely, if you want to learn about that journey, follow our social media. In addition to all this, I am building out a website. It's not quite ready to go live. I'm still putting some finishing touches on that, but hopefully I'll be able to unveil that before the end of the month for everyone. If you are an industry professional and you deliver positively outrageous service to the customers, I don't care if you are a lender, a landscaper, definitely reach out to me. I would love to network with you. I could really use a good title rep to do all the closings with, as well as a transaction coordinator. So I can focus more on building the business, lead gen, as well as developing relationships with the clients and take that piece off my plate. So please don't hesitate to reach out. And I guess the very last order of business, if you've made it this far in the video, is going to be Google reviews. If I have worked with you in the past, if I've helped you buy, sell, or build, or if you've worked with me, please, it would be huge if you could take 2 minutes of your time, look at the link below for my Google business page and leave me a positive review. Unless you had a bad experience, then just leave me some constructive criticism, because that's how we learn and grow and get better. So I don't care if it's the good, the bad, or the ugly, just leave me some sort of feedback. Other than that, thank you for watching. Have a great Monday.